Hi, this is Norway. Annelise here. I have this from that I made after I was actually done with the rose gold beadbox bargains, but it turned out so lovely. Six it's 6 millimeter bicons, and I used two of the clasp, not and they're hooking together. What do you know? Like, and it's like a tennis bracelet, but it's a bit raised. If you can tell that it has some. Well, I'd say it goes 6 millimeter up as well, and it has some good texture, and then it moves very nice up and down my arm. And then I made one with I think this is 11/0 toe holes, but I didn't make them. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a line between with the seed beads, so that they're not as close to each other as these bicons are. I think these are a bit bigger. They were not. I did not have a tag on them. They're from my stash, so I don't know. But they're uniformed, and these are 11/0 check rose gold. And then I made one in with just with 8/0, and these are also check 8/0s. They are so uniform, and they're on the string, and in between the right angle weave units we will start with and use for each bicon. When I'm done with it, I just pop in one of those beads on each side, and I think you can tell every third there that I've done that with, and that makes me have a good, the piece is a bit substantial. It's not too wiggly, it is easier to. And some focus, please. It's hard to focus on all the bling, right? Where to focus? Yeah. So this too is very very close to. The bicons are very close to each other. As to this blue one, I made that. You could easily to get that look. If you're happy with that look and it's awesome, and you need maybe two less bicons, I don't know. That may make a difference sometimes. You can make the right angle weave and finish off the seed bead part, and then just add on diagonally the bicons or rondelles or pearls or whatever afterwards. I'm just gonna stack these all over the place, no, all over my arm. But I've also, so I just wanted to show you the difference between, in check. If you compare one brand, that will be, a good way to compare. So, let's see, I think you can see that there's a little bit more of the seed beads on the side showing than on this, and this is very close up. If I'm going, down to just from like 40 centimeter down, my thumbs are still big, so I don't know if you can tell all that much. And yeah, I have several different closures I am hoping to show you, and I've made a lot of these. It's so fun. Different closures, and these are, I haven't used these for ages or ever maybe, and these were from like 24 years ago, and they are still not tarnished. That means I have not well, that's awesome, because sterling silver is what I call black from now on. But anyways, we'll see if we can get some time for that later. I want to do everything, and that's without coffee. So okay, and I wanted to show you one more here. That this is very fiddly. Can you tell? You know, I can just put it together. If you do this with the metal color, of course it will lighten it up and make a different. But if you want this to be stiff and have this kind of like bangle feel, you're gonna have to take and put and I don't know how I get this to focus. Maybe by holding it still, but or do something else. There we go. So you see that then you'll have to put that bead in between the here you can see very easy what I've done. These are not as small as 11/0 checks and not as big as 8/0 checks. It's a different brand, but basically they're big enough to use 8 in the first. You start with 8 and then you add on 6 seed beads for each right angle weave unit. And with this one I will go back and put in one on each side and then you know, strict it up a bit while I put on the clasp. So then it will not be like this, it will be like a bangle. But you know, if this is what you're looking for, if you want to do it like a necklace, whatever, then that's the difference. That makes the difference. So I think I'm gonna not confuse myself with more of that. And then I thought that we would start to make with 8/0s. These colors together are like, oh my god, they're so beautiful, but I am not the queen. Although I like to think so. But anyways, we're gonna make it with these colors because they're easy to see. And I will then start with and I will use 8/0 Preciosa in the regular gold before, you know, if you can remember what it's called before all the other ones came. This is the gold I'm talking about, and I hope this will be enough. I have this little caterpillar here to add on, and then yeah, so and then you will need fireline. I think I estimate that fireline for let's see which is we're gonna show the better. I definitely use smoke for everything except for the see-through Bicones. But you know, for purposes here, I will use this one. Yep. And but I estimated that you would be needing like what was it, 1.5 meter, or what is that, 5 yards to do the whole shebang. I think maybe it will be enough with 4 yards. I'm not sure, but you know, you could also make this like thread this on halfway. If I were to cut off half 1.5 meter or 5 yards, I could thread it onto the middle and start in the middle of the bracelet. But I think these are so fun that I think you should play with it, and then just start whenever you want to. And we're gonna put them and close, really close jump rings and add things together. So I mean, if you're new at right angle weave, that's the most important thing, that you get to have fun with right angle weave. And that's my take on it. You can do whatever you want, of course. So let's see where we want. I'm trying to make this like in good view, having nail polish on, not for my sake, but for, you know. Okay, and I use a 10mm needle, and you know, of course you can use 4mm in this, but this is I'm not gonna go into that because I have planned so many other things to confuse you with. So basically, so in any case, with the 8/0s, we will have every unit will have 8 beads for one bicons or bead. So I'm going to start with 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I will keep this without the bicon or a bead, because this will be where I will add my clasp with the jump ring afterwards. Because I am going to try out the duration of all these different clasps. So this is what we have. I have 8 of them. And with the 8/0s, it goes fast, it's easy to see. You can even get a collapsible needle through this, just saying. I am not afraid of tying a knot and all that, because we have room in our beads. That being said, I am still of that old school that we go through. When it's 2 on each side, I go through two beads at a time, just to have the thread. I mean, it doesn't really make sense at first, but your pieces will be better, look better, and hold its shapes better. I don't know why, but it does. You know, file line is quite stiff now, but if you wear it a little bit, you will see that it's got some wiggle. It's not much, but some. Okay, so here I want to have. So now I have my first unit. I will now reinforce it by going through two at a time. And now that I have knotted it twice, you don't have to secure that thread anymore. It's because it's file line. I wouldn't, you know, do that with thread that can unravel itself, but this doesn't. So, and I will go all the way around. I hope you can see what I'm doing, or at least understand. This will be my square. So now we've gone all the way around and then reinforced it. So we have then thread going twice through this. Since this is going to be the one that's going to show, it is extra important that it's not wonky. So with this, the first one, I will go another round, just to get that you know, nice shape. But the most important thing I do on this to get the shape is, as you see here, I'm almost back. I'm back at the end where this will be where I started. So this is like a square. It's awesome. But I would like to make sure that it keeps that way. So on that last time I'm going around, I am adding an 8/0 on that side. I didn't get to tug it, so, but I will. And I'm doing the same here and going up here too. And so that was the last time. If I did that on the first time, I just don't go through the first ones. But the point is that this is gonna make this this will be square, you know, no matter what now. So now we're going to the next unit, and this and stuff will work itself out, you know. I guess that's not what I just said, but it will, because as long as you keep your tension, and you can flip it in and or you know fix it as you go along, or you can just trust the process, but then you need to have some tension. So if you're new, remember Why is it a little wobbly? Tension. So tug it more next time. Not as much as you know, cut off your bloodstream or something, but, you know, just play with it. It will be great no matter what. Just put in like I did at the end here. Put in some extra beads to stiffen it up. Okay, so now I'm going to share those 2 beads, and then I need 6 beads to have an 8 bead unit. So I will then go on the other side of my thread. I will chase my own thread. That is just chase your own thread. Come up from the back and chase it. See, we have I think I'm wrong here. See, that's where the loose is right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here. I should, you know, to be correct, I should have gone through this one then and then round again. So, but you know, life is too short to not make mistakes, you know, or to be a perfectionist. I know that for sure. So I will show you the correct way now. Like I would have gone through this way and then gone back to make chasing my own tail right. But since I said it, I actually recognized that I wasn't chasing my own tail. So I could correct it as I was there. Okay. So now I have I made the next unit, and I've gone through it. So I will now put on the Bicone because I want these to sit as close as they can, and therefore I put them on from this side, which is my right side, and I will go diagonally up, and I will go through those top beads as if I were just, yeah, as if I were doing right angle weave, you know, like over there. Well, okay, where is this? There. So it's diagonally coming. This will be easier to see as we go a little bit along here. So, but and it's not hard to see if you don't do it right. If it's standing up, you know, that's a new design. So, but basically, I just use once on these Bicones because they have such great holes. I mean, they will not cut it. I will cut this up before that will. So we're going to make a new unit. We have 2 beads. We're gonna have 8. Then we pick up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is what we have. And now I will chase my thread again, and now it seems like I'm actually doing it, that I'm actually hitting it, right? I'm coming from that side and going through. So there I have my unit, and I will go around it once, going through 2 at a time, coming back to where I started, and then I will put on my next Bicone or rondelle or pearl or whatever. This is just use what you have, play with it, just make it, you know, don't make it so, don't make it so small if you knew that you can't see, and that's just that's a setup for failure, you know, or frustration. I don't know, maybe you might make it, I don't know, but for me that would be just frustrating. Okay, so now I'm back here. I am trusting that these beads will be sitting and are square enough once things get together, and you can tell that if I were to have more seed beads here, it will be a lot of gold coming through. I want less, so I'm skipping to my 8 bead unit with the 8/0s, and I have another one for the 11/0s. So, and then I take that thread and I go, let's see, I'll show you here. I take I come out of this, I add my Bicone. Oh, let me have some, get some red in here. That worked. Okay. And then over that, okay. And then I'm going, so it's diagonally up there. And then I'm going through there. Let's see if I can keep it here in, yeah. So, and they both go the same way. And now we have two. This is kind of cool. So red is red is, I'm not a color expert, but I guess my nails is helping it to focus. It's overpowering it. Okay, so now we have two we share, and we are doing a units of 8 beads. So then I need to add 6 when I have two that we share, and I will follow my thread, and my thread is going straight out there. So then I will come from that side and meet it up, and there we have a new unit there. And if you're tempted to just go further, you just go along and go through more than 2 and stuff, just do that. But try the slow way first also, so you can see the difference, because it really makes a difference. But maybe some things it doesn't. I don't know really, but this is what I have been enjoying for well, many years, since I got YouTube on my television. I started to watch, and I started with watching Gina's Gems creation, and I'm so thankful to her. I mean, I've had so much joy and serenity in this, and you know, there's a limit to what you can do without getting some new input, right? So, and there was this one pendant, and I went all over the city in Oslo to get what I needed to make that pendant. I still have it. I should frame that one. Okay, so we're going around, and you know, these little buggers, as long as I've gone through it and reinforced it,